Nobody, and I mean nobody, laughs like RuPaul.
Toil and trouble. No, I think we can skip that part, okay?
Whether it's a savage read, a silly Snatch Game moment, or a queen just being downright ridiculous, when Ru breaks, she is wheezing, crying, and gasping for air as she laughs her ass out.
I would sensually walk to the thermostat and turn up the thermostat to a sensible 74.
Today, we're counting down the times the queens of RuPaul's Drag Race made RuPaul laugh so hard, and starting off, we've got one of the funniest queens ever on the show, Jinkx Monsoon. Whether it's a Snatch Game or a savage read, during her time on the show, Jinkx Monsoon was born ready. When she is not making other queens wheezing, you can bet RuPaul wasn't spared.
Roger! You've always been like a sister. You've always been like a You've always been like a grandmother to me. You know, they say Geminis have two faces. Have you been putting the good makeup on the other face? Oh, Monet. People are always comparing Monet to Bob the Drag Queen, and I don't think that's right, and I don't think that's fair. Bob is very talented.
In what is one of the best Snatch Game moments in the show's history, Jinkx Monsoon delivered a hilarious expression of Judy Garland. The filthy Frank Sinatra stories, the mini concert, Ru was howling.
Frank Sinatra's penis was so big. How big was it? When I was doing a line of coke off of it, I had to stop halfway through to catch my breath. Now that we're at the midway point, is that my count?
And don't get me started on her stand-up set. Even the other queens were unable to hide their laughter.
Honored to be honored here tonight at this imaginary event. First of all, RuPaul, the Rosetta Stone of drag. You are such a kinky. You've been edging Shangela for like 11 years now. And we all just sat and watched, so I guess we're complicit. Dudley's so big, when I was doing a line of coke off of it, I had time to stop and reflect and realized I'd become my mother. Then there's Trinity, my goodness, so kind and compassionate and caring. She even let her last boyfriend down easy. She said, let's just be cousins.
When it came to Jinkx Monsoon, you can be sure RuPaul's voice was the loudest in the room. Jinkx's takedowns were always flawless, and Ru lost it completely every time. But speaking about flawless takedowns, Jujubee was a national treasure.
Dang.
Can I have $1?
I actually don't have dollars.
Jujubee. One of her most memorable moments on the show was during All Stars 5 Snatch Game.
Back again, it's the legendary Eartha Kitt.
Hello, kitty girl.
Juju's impersonation of singer and actress Eartha Kitt was so spot on. RuPaul was giggling at every opportunity.
No, this is about me, is my big, wet smile.
One particular moment that had not only RuPaul giggling like a little girl, but also the audience was when she was asked how she would keep her prospective partner warm.
Warm at nights.
I would sensually walk to the thermostat and turn up the thermostat to a sensible 74.
At some point, she couldn't help it, and RuPaul was at the end of it all.
Pretend that you're a frog and I'm a prince, and convince me to kiss you.
Ribbit, I am a lady frog, and you are a sweet prince. I am convincing you.
Juju's commitment to Kit's accent made her whole act even funnier. And speaking about a drag queen committing to an accent, Yara Sofia did. And just as you could possibly guess, RuPaul was in tears. Yara Sofia's British accent. Another Snatch Game entry, and this time it was during RuPaul's workroom visit to Puerto Rican drag queen Yara Sofia.
Hola, Sophia. Hola, mommy.
Hola.
Who do we have here?
Amy Winehouse.
You're from Puerto Rico?
Yes.
She's from England.
England.
How are you going to do that?
Well, I'd be watching Harry Potter.
Seeing that she was about to commit to an English accent, RuPaul asked to hear it. Well, Yara tried to give Ru her best British accent. Emphasis on tried.
Harry Potter, yeah.
Let me hear some of your English accent.
Can I have some water? How it sounds?
By George, I think you've got it.
Oh, really?
It was chaotic, it was hysterical, and RuPaul was gone. Utica Queen. Next up, we've got Utica Queen, and she didn't even have to say a word to make Ru break out into a symphony of laughter. This was just another workroom visit, this time with the season 13 queens, and in her usual manner, she tried to engage them when she asked Utica if she'd ever smoked weed before.
And token queen.
Oh, she toasts marijuana. Have you ever smoked weed before?
Now, she wasn't going to answer that on live TV, but her face said it all.
Have you ever smoked weed before?
This might as well be the longest. Ru laughed because she was gagging for her life. Sure, she was gagging for life here, but Candy Muse had her grasping for air because she completely lost it here. She was literally begging for help. Candy Muse. In the same season 13, RuPaul was trying to test her queen's knowledge of disco, when she soon found out they knew nothing about it. And Candy Muse might be the worst of them all. She asked Candy if she knew the difference between Diana Ross and Donna Summer.
Know the difference?
No, definitely, yeah.
No, definitely?
No, like, no, as in, like, yes. Like, no, definitely, yes. Like, no, yeah. Like, yeah.
Please. No,
No, definitely yes. Seems like an answer that made sense to only Candy Muse.
One has big, curly, bouncy hair, you know, mahogany. And the other one's dead.
Alyssa Edwards being Joan Crawford. From season 5 to All Stars 2, many would agree that Alyssa Edwards made a lasting impression. I mean, from day one, she was actually out to make a lasting impression.
My name is Alyssa Edwards, and I am 32 years of age. I'm known as the Vanessa Williams of drag because after winning the title of Miss Gay America, the crown was taken away from me. Girl, I am gagging. I am here to show people.
Well, she did make a lasting impression on everyone, including RuPaul.
Deliberately trying to embarrass me in front of these reporters. I fought worse monsters for years in Hollywood.
Yes, I know.
Or please. Jump with me, fellas.
Given Ru's several references to the 1981 classic movie Mommy Dearest in All Stars 2, Alyssa decided to borrow from Faye Dunaway's performance in the movie, and she killed it, much to Ru's approval.
Gentlemen,
Breaking news. We need to get down to the basics of the alleged child abuse.
Joan Crawford?
Where's the body? Christina, bring me the axe. No!
Even Detox had to break character from playing Nancy Grace. How much so RuPaul? RuPaul just couldn't keep it together even when he knew Alyssa wasn't making any sense.
No! Wire! Hanger! Hammer! Why?
Well, that don't make no kind of sense, but it sure is entertaining. It's just...
This ain't my first time
Yes, at the where?
at the Snatch Game.
Alaska. Now, the All Stars 2 Snatch Game was a gift that kept giving. It was a classic that got Ru almost in tears throughout. It was peak Drag Race, and Alaska was unfiltered and not beating around the bush.
Rue, I gotta say, she probed them with her Tootsie Lou. Why don't you come on up and me in the ass sometime?
You don't beat around the bush, do you,
I
baby?
beat around the bush all the time. What are you talking about?
And truth be told, she has always made Rue scream with laughter. During her first run on the show, she and the other contestant were tasked with creating hilarious perfume ads. And up for the challenge, Alaska's hilarious commercial had Rue in stitches.
Dangerous, flawless, overpriced. Whether you're getting Red the house down, your makeup is terrible, or just ready to go down, the exciting new fragrance, Red for Filth. Are you red? E for me?
With the host being entertained that hard, it was undeniable when she was announced the winner. Katya, who says Russians can't be funny? Well, I guess you've never met Katya.
Is this Soviet Union inspired? It's actually my great grandma's army uniform.
Her offbeat and unfiltered sense of humor made the season 7 queen a fan favorite and a personal favorite of RuPaul. After all, it's not often that you see a queen who can make even a runway a comedic one.
Katya.
She's putting her money where her mouth is.
Sure is.
Привет, my name is Hello Katya, and I'm from the magic land of Siberia, and everyone loves my bad breath. One extra special thing to know about me is that I'm the sweatiest woman in show business. I feel like my socialist side will balance out Hello Kitty's decadent capitalism. That's why Hello Kitty and I will be best comrades forever.
She's not Russian. She's taking her time.
Interestingly, she even topped this when she appeared on RuPaul and Michelle's podcast, What's the Tea with Michelle Visage, back in 2016. While on the podcast, the hosts and Katya got talking about the male anatomy, and Katya's fast play on words had both the hosts in stitches.
Because
you like a fat ass. I like a fat
yeah.
Yeah, I love a fat ass. I mean, I'm asthmatized though.
Okay.
And I have to control that. So you're asthmatic.
He has asthma.
Early onset asthma. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs an inhaler.
2 diabetes.
At this point, there was no saving Rue. Katya was out there making her laugh like it was stand-up comedy. Trinity the Tuck.
I'm Trinity the Tuck. I'm super excited to be here at the John F. Kennedy Davenport Center of Disease Control.
The All Winners Roast in 2022 was definitely one that was expected to come with laughter. Previous winners of the show were being inducted into the Kennedy Davenport Center Honors Hall of Shade, but while the rest of Queen got 1 or 2 laughs out of everyone, including RuPaul, Trinity got the biggest laughs out of RuPaul.
And I would like to celebrate tonight is Jinx Monsoon. Jinx was such an ugly baby. Her birth certificate came with an apology letter from a condom factory. Speaking of the beautifully challenged, Evie, all joking aside, I just want to let you know, don't let anyone ever tell you you're not pretty. You're not, but don't let them tell you. When I think of pretty people, Monet comes to mind. She's also a classically trained musician. She plays a great second fiddle to Bob the Drag Queen. Comedy runs in Monet's family. Her mother delivered at least one joke.
Oh my God.
Her joke about Raja Gemini being like a glass of water? Savage. Dark. Hilarious. Because Michigan had a water crisis at the time.
You know, I tried to look up Raja, but Wikipedia doesn't go back that far. She's statuesque. A tall drink of water. If that water was from Flint, Michigan.
Bendela Cream. Should Snatch Game be renamed? Then definitely had to be after Bendela Cream. She is the only queen to have won Snatch Game twice, the only queen with 4 consecutive wins, and the only queen to win 5 maxi challenges in a single season. She really is one of the best queens in RuPaul's Drag Race history, and the funniest one ever.
This is the most queens I've been surrounded by since Charles Nelson Riley's pool party. Well, I said, I got tail weenie. Because it's to scale. Sorry, it's not a match, Carson.
Not a match.
Circle gets the square.
Yeah.
However, her most memorable Snatch Game performance to date is definitely playing Downton Abbey's Maggie Smith. And what made it even great was the fact that she pulled it off despite Ru's skepticism.
Well, you've got a lot of competition. They're very talented girls.
Playing an old, sassy, elegant, and unbothered Maggie Smith had Ru rolling.
Well, I'm unfamiliar with the work of Lady Handler. However, I did think that it would be rather amusing if there were a libation flavored with stress. Can you imagine such a thing?
That is really newfangled. I can't imagine such a thing.
Yes.
Her timing and how she handled other queen interruptions were far too entertaining for Run to handle.
Matt, am I to understand that one yanks one's telephone right out of the wall and carries it with him?
Yeah.
Well, can you get people that speak normal English next time for the show?
Excuse me, we originated the language.
Oh, okay.
Still on Snatch Game performances that had Ru gasping for air, Gigi Good's robotic showing was one for the ages. Gigi Good. Watching Gigi Good play Maria the Robot was pure comedy. The mannerism, the witty comeback, the perfect glitchy choreography sent Ru into a fit of laughter. Every time.
Maria the Robot. Do you know Siri and Alexa?
1 second, searching. Okay, here's what I found. She's my sister.
Not a match. Are you losing it, Maria? Oh, I smell smoke. There's smoke coming out of her backside.
Get a fire extinguisher.
Reboot, Maria, reboot.
I've seen Brandy Glanville do that a couple of times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, really?
How about you mind your own business?
Well, enough about Gigi Good, because up next, we've got the ever funny and savage Bianca Del Rio, and every time Ru met her, she just couldn't keep it together. Bianca Del Rio, being savage literally any time. From her one-liners and her stand-up jokes to her savage comebacks, no one was safe from Bianca Del Rio, not even the judges.
All I've ever heard from the judges was that we need to see more versatility. And you know what I gotta say to y'all? Is that I will show you versatility when Santino wins a sewing competition and Visage wears a fucking turtleneck. Yeah. Ain't gonna happen!
At some point, RuPaul had to ask if she had always been like that. And when Bianca answered, she burst out laughing.
Bianca Del Rio.
You can call me Jiggly.
I've got to ask you, that rapid fire quick wit, did you always have that?
It's just instinctive, and I call it my little Rolodex of hate. So when you're faced with the situation, you just roll through and you go, what do I have? What do I?
She tore up Ru every chance she got.
Call. I'm a Libra. Cool. Party.
Even for a workroom visit, she had some witty and savage reply for RuPaul.
Now, in the past, you've actually helped a lot of queens in this competition.
Yeah.
Who's helping you out?
Well, they're all helping me out by being horrible and making me look better. And I'm not just a nasty. I will help them pack to go home. Trust. I mean, you ain't even gotta fold some of the shit they're wearing. You just ball it up. Put that in bag number 5, bitch. Get to stepping.
Bianca was hilariously blunt, but for what it's worth, her funniest performance on the show was when she played Judge Judy during Snatch Game.
Joel?
Yeah.
And she looks great.
I agree. And you know, I agree, and so does Officer Bird. That is correct, Judge Judy.
Not a match, Your Honor.
Baloney! Baloney, sir!
I'm ready for a fried bologna sandwich myself.
There was only one person who could be hilariously rude to Ru and get away with it.
Order in the courtroom, hunty. It's Judge Judy. Hey, Your Honor.
Did you forget you were coming to court today dressed like that? You look like a damn roll of Scotch tape.
Well, I thought it was...
Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining.
Ooh, drag is art, baby. And sometimes that art is hilarious, because these queens had RuPaul laughing harder than a hyena at a roast. What moment had you gagging and giggling? Drop it in the comments. Let's relive it together. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss the tea, the shade, and all the laughter on Drag Race. Until next time, keep it fierce, keep it funny, and keep Ru laughing.